Welcome back. Getting the most from your degree. With college commitment season underway, value is a critical deciding factor, especially with so many facing economic turmoil brought on by this pandemic. Joining me right now is the U.S. News and World Report personal finance editor, Emma Kerr. Emma, it's great to have you this morning. We love your reporting on colleges. What factors determine whether a school is a good value?
Thank you so much for having me. Yes, so a school's value depends not only on the academic quality of the school, but also their financial aid packages and how generous those are. So how many students are receiving need-based aid, and what % of that aid is divided up between loans and work study, which is less valuable, and scholarships and grants, which don't have to be repaid.
So what about that financial aid? Which types of schools give the most generous packages to incoming students in terms of financial aid? This is an important question.
Yeah, so we have a list of, those best value colleges, and those are the ones that give the most students financial aid and also give, that kind of aid that is really the most desirable. And on that list, we've got Harvard University topping the list, then we've got Princeton, then we've got Gillette University, Yale University, and MIT. And you'll recognize a lot of those names, and you'll kind of see there that number at 14,000, 11,000. That's the amount that an average student receiving financial aid pays. So that's the cost of college after that aid is applied. And even you'll notice at Gallaudet, another important number is 90% of students receive financial aid. So that's a huge % of students receiving that little extra help.
Oh, wow. That is an interesting point, and that list is really all the Ivy Leaguers. James Freeman, you've got kids in college. Weigh in here.
Yes, Emma, I'm going to make a request, I think, on behalf of a lot of parents, is that as you evaluate the value for that tuition dollar, you think about schools this fall that are not just going to be open, but are going to require professors to be back in the classroom and let the kids come back to the classroom. I think there have been a lot of schools this year where they're technically open, but it's still a lot of distance learning, which doesn't work for a lot of people. And so I would hope that would be part of it, or maybe you're hearing from readers and consumers about what they want for their tuition dollar.
Yeah, and obviously the student experience was so disrupted last year that, going forward, that is something that people are wondering, is college worth the cost, especially with the cost of tuition rising year after year? But, the most important thing I would also emphasize to families is look at your projected salary from that institution in your given, field, and what is that salary and how does that compare to what you're actually paying for college? And that data is all available.
Let's squeeze Mike in here before you go, Emma. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, Emma, what you just touched on was what I wanted to ask you about. Did average starting salary for graduates factor into the value equation of this survey?
It doesn't, but I would point out, some Georgetown University reports on the return on investment. That's a really great report for families, and the College Scorecard has great data on this, and you'll actually find that the return on investment in the short term is great for community colleges and certificate programs, but then in the long term, the return on investment, you'll notice if you look at that Georgetown University data, some unexpected schools topping the list. The Albany College of Pharmacy and Health actually tops Harvard in the long-term return on investment.
By the way, Emma, I know you're just looking at colleges, but do you have any insight on how much salary kids will leave on the table because of this year of not being in school and being forced to do the virtual learning?
We don't have specific data on that quite yet, but I will say that, more students are able to receive financial aid this year, and it's actually more negotiable than ever. They can appeal for more financial aid if their family had a situation such as a job loss. So there are options out there.
All right, Emma, great to talk with you. Thanks so much. Emma Kerr joining us, USA Today. Thank you so much.